Marky Mark, the Premier League is back, baby. Are you excited, my friend?
Bro, I've been the most excited since Clear Lake took over, because I really wanted to see how they're going to operate. I've not been this excited. I mean, the players that have come into the Premier League no one else has really made any signings apart from not the top 4, top 5, bar Manchester United. But including Manchester United and the top 4 teams, top 5 teams, the signings that have come in, the Hugo Ekitikes, the Gyökereses, the Esteval Williams, the Hugo Ekitikes, the Verts, the Cherkies. Bro, I am so excited. I cannot wait. I actually cannot wait for the first... I can't wait, Geezer. I need to see I want to see how they all perform. I'm buzzing. I am buzzing for this. I am buzzing for this. Okay.
All right.
You can tell I've got a hard on. You do it.
Yeah. What we're going to do, we're going to break down, in this pod, we're going to break down one of the games for my team, right? So we're going to do the opening weekend, Man United versus Arsenal. We're going to take a deep dive into that. And then the next pod, we're going to also talk about Chelsea Palace. But United versus Arsenal, Mark. I mean, this is the first game of the season for both these clubs. Massive game. Massive game. United. Let's talk about United first. It's up at Old Trafford. They've made some big signings. 2 notable signings, Mbeumo and Sesko. Sesko wanted to go to United over Newcastle. He's made it happen. They actually ended up bidding less than Newcastle and they got their man. So United still got the pull, and Sesko, it's just written in the stars, isn't it? He's going to score against us this weekend. I'm going to be absolutely livid if that happens. But new look Man United up top, Sesko and Mbeumo, they make a difference 100% to what United lined up like last season, right? But is it going to be a new United, or is it going to be the same old story, Mark? What do you think?
Well, tell me first, I'm very keen to ask you, because of course, Benjamin Sesko was Mikel Arteta's first choice. Right? You've decided to ditch the signing of Benjamin Sesko for whatever reason. Maybe there was complications. Maybe they didn't want to stump up 80 million for a player, who has huge potential, but actually by figures and statistics didn't actually have the best season at RB Leipzig last season. But everyone can see the variety of goals, the speed, the pace, the power, definitely built for the Premier League. And I believe, and a lot of other pundits, Arsenal fans believe, that he was Mikel Arteta's main priority signing. Now he's gone to Manchester United, and you have got, Mikel Arteta's second backup, which is not a bad choice at all, in the form of Gyökeres. How are you feeling about Benjamin Sesko going to United first?
I said a while back that wherever Sesko goes, I think he'll do well. That being said, whether Gyökeres was second choice, first choice, I don't care. I am so glad that we've got Gyökeres that I don't have any FOMO. I don't have any FOMO. Let me reverse it, Mark. If Sesko came to us and Gyökeres ended up at United, I would have FOMO. And that gives me all I need to know. That tells me, if we got Sesko and Gyökeres went to United, I'd have FOMO. The fact that we've got Gyökeres, I'm not fussed that we haven't got Sesko. Like, I'm good.
Why is that?
I'm happy as a gooner.
Why would you prefer, just let the people know, why would you prefer Gyökeres? Because, as I said, the manager, Mikel, the other Arsenal fan, Sesko. And some of them are even disappointed that they got Gyökeres instead. Why did you prefer to get Gyökeres over Sesko?
Man knows where the goal is. Let's not get it twisted, Mark. The man knows where the goal is. And what do Arsenal need? Do Arsenal need another player that's going to drop back and link up play? Or do we need to be more direct, bang, bang, bang? And do we want a guy that is going to live in the box? Yes.
Does he live in the box? Does he live in the box, though? Does he live in the box? Because
we're comparing to Sesko.
If you have a look, the Portuguese the team he played for Portugal was a Sporting. Yeah, they played a very counter-attacking style. If you have a look at a lot of Gyökeres' goals, because they play counter. If you have a look, most of the goals are him driving and running with the ball. Arsenal style Do they play counter football or do they play possession? Which one is it? And because that is the debate. You want someone to stay in the box, but is the Gyökeres the man that actually stays in the box?
More than Sesko, yes. You know what would happen if Sesko came to us? He would be dropping and we would be just as predictable as last season. What were we, Mark, last season? I know we had injuries and whatever else, but we were predictable, right? We were possession-based football, but it wasn't Man City. You weren't watching Man City, were you? It wasn't possession-based football where we were cutting edge. We were lacking goals. We were lacking directness. And yes, we'll still play possession-based football to an extent, but we will also tweak the way we're playing because look at the signings we've brought in. Zubimendi playing in between the lines, pushing us forward. Saka, pace. Martinelli started, and I think he's going to start Martinelli because of that pace that he's got as well. Madueke, the signing, whether you like it or not, direct. Right? And Gyökeres, he's going to be further forward than Sesko is. And that's the difference. And I believe we will adapt to Gyökeres just as much as he's going to adapt to us. And I think Zubimendi is going to be a big part of it. I know everyone's going, Neil, you're just harping on about Zubimendi. Yeah, I love the geezer.
It's true,
I think he's going to be such a key signing for us. Having said all of that, United have got Sesko, and I think he can do a job up there. I think Gyökeres will score more goals than Sesko this season. That's not to say, though, that this opening weekend that Sesko doesn't score against us. I think it'll be really interesting because we always struggle at Old Trafford. Now, look, they finished, 15th or 16th last season, Mark, United, and everyone will have, or most people will have us favourites going up there. But this is a horrible game for us. Even though every other team and his dog wins at United, we don't. Let me throw a stat at you and then I'll kick it over to you, yeah? In the Premier League era, at Old Trafford, we've played up there a total of 33 times. Guess how many games we've won?
33 times away at Manchester United, I would say average around... especially considering their form last few years, but of course Manchester United had such a long period of success in the Premier League. Probably 10, 11 times out of 33 or whatever you said.
5. We've won five times in the Premier League, yeah, at Old Trafford. This is a horrible fixture for us. And let me break that down even further for you. In the last 20 years at Old Trafford, we have won a total of 3 times. 3 times. And once was in COVID. So we don't win at Old Trafford. We struggle. And those 3 wins, 1-0 wins. It's not like we've gone there and done the job on them. It's 1-0 wins. So this is what I'm saying. Opening weekend, everyone's talking about Arsenal, the signings, Gyökeres. Oh yeah, pre-season. That last game against Bilbao, we looked good. Yes, we did look good. Havertz, by the way, when did he become rapid? Regardless of whatever happens, it's still Old Trafford, whether they finish 16th last season or not. This is going to be a tough one for us, bro. And I am not looking forward to it because we've got a nasty opening 5 or 6 games. Away at Old Trafford is horrible. They've got no PTSD from the current season. It's the first game. Old Trafford would be pumping. I'm not looking forward to it, Mark. Even though we're the better team, I am not looking forward to it. What are your thoughts on Arsenal going up there?
When I used to gamble, bro, years ago on football, one of the main metrics I used to look at was not just, what's the forms of the teams and currently. I used to look at, okay, the last 10 years, how many times when these guys have played each other, how many times have they won? How difficult is it for example, an Arsenal to go to a Manchester United ground where they've, and then I check the stats and they'll be like, oh my God, they've only won 3-4 times in 20 years. That I would take that majorly in consideration when I'm placing bets, bro. Because obviously for a team like Arsenal, going to Old Trafford just seems like a bogey ground. So even though Arsenal are the better team, this would affect my bets, okay? Especially my score predictions and who won, etc. So taking this into consideration now, yeah, that you've told me in the last 20 years, they've only won 3 times at Old Trafford, even though the last, 10 years, they've been better pretty much than Manchester United, bro. And they've got Sesko. And now the whole thing with Amorim. Oh my God, I work best when I have Embueno, yeah. No, and they have Amarin. Amarin always says, yeah, and he said it when he came to Manchester United, I am a manager that needs a pre-season. Once I have a pre-season, rather than coming halfway throughout an actual active season, I like to have a pre-season. Now he has that. Now he's had that. Okay. Now there's no excuses for Amarin. So me saying that is he should have enough time to prep for this Arsenal game and get his team fit and fired and ready. That is something you're going to have to take into consideration as well. Now we're going to talk about the players, Mbeumo, Cunha, and of course, Benjamin Sesko linking up with Bruno Fernandes, right? Bro, based on your current stats and how you performed over the last 20 years, plus this rejuvenation that you can imagine under Amarin now, and he's getting players that he has purchased, that he has authorized. It ain't going to be easy for Arsenal. It is not clear cut. Your first bunch of games, bro, could actually completely derail and affect your whole season. So you have it tough. It ain't going to be easy. I do not think that you are going to go there and win, Geezer. If I'm betting, what do you think? What do you think about what I just said?
Yeah, I think you're bang on the money there, Mark. It's Amarim. I've been mugging him off. I've been leading the charge to stick it in, right?
I love it.
And dig into him. And I'm sure the chickens are going to come home to roost this weekend, and I'm going to get done. But, you know, I give him praise and criticism in equal measure. I gave him praise for what he did at Sporting. I think that was no mean feat. Like, that wasn't an easy feat, what he did there. Back-to-back titles at Sporting. They don't win their second title if Amarin wasn't there at the start of the season, in my opinion. To break Benfica's hold on it, really, really impressive. I think he did a great job. And he also did well in the Champions League while he was there. I think he was there when they got the win over City, right? I do think he did a great job there. Equally, he come out and said, this is the worst United team ever. And it's like, well, you've played a big part in that, dude, because you're the manager and they have finished 16th. That is an absolute unacceptable joke. So I'm going to criticize you for it. Having said that, like you've just said, now he's got his players. He'll implement his style. They're a completely new look, man. Cunha and Mbeumo, Sesko.
Mad.
Bruno's, this is going to bring out the best in Bruno as well. And everything that you said, and you're saying I'm going for a draw, I think that is fair. You could easily argue for a United win here. And I tell you why, yeah. Let's take the last 5 games at Old Trafford. Here's the results. 2021, we won there 1-0. Following year, they beat us 3-2. Following year, they beat us 3-1. 2024.
No way.
Yeah, we did him. 2024, we did him 1-0. And then last year, it was 1-1. And this is when United have been bad. They've been terrible. And we still ain't beaten them, right? We've beaten them twice in the last 5 years. Okay, fine. I think it is a bogey team for us. But that's because you look at the history. They're always going to be up for it against us. Because that was the original Premier League rivalry, wasn't it? It was United and Arsenal, especially when Wenger came.
Let me caveat that, right? We've talked about Manchester United signings. Yeah, this pod it's mainly focused on Arsenal and Chelsea. Let's have a quick little gander at Arsenal to caveat all their signings and the pre-season. You guys have got the one thing that you've been missing over the last few seasons. We've touched on it earlier, you've obtained a goal-scoring machine, okay, in the form of a Viktor Gyökeres. He has been your missing piece, and a lot of people would agree with what I'm just saying right now, including yourself, I'm sure. Correct me later if you want to. But he is the one person, and I mean, you've got Zubimendi, yes. You've got, who else? Madueke. Okay, you know what? It wouldn't be surprising if by the middle, halfway through the season, Madueke is going to be your first starter on the left, because I think he's better than Martinelli. I think he's better than Trossard. And I think that he is going to be a starter for you, especially after a few games. This is my prediction. So you've got him. I'm not a massive fan of him. Of course, let's see how he plays under Arteta. I think he's selfish. I think he's too raw at the moment. Right? You got Zubimendi established, but he still needs to adapt to the Premier League. The same thing applies to Gyökeres. But it looks like, especially compared to last year, overall, you have upgraded your team and you have got the missing piece, a goal-scoring machine, which you haven't had over the last few years. It's what all Arsenal fans have been crying out for. You've got him. This is the difference now when you go into Manchester United. Taking all that into consideration, Neely, do you still think it's going to be a draw, even though you've got your missing piece, you've got your number 9?
My heart tells me we can go there and win. My brain, my head is saying draw because it's such a horrible place to go. Having said all of that, we put out arguably our strongest 11. It was missing MLS, but we put out a very strong 11 for our last game of pre-season against Bilbao. I watched it. I don't know how much you saw of it, but Gyökeres is up and running, and he's scored with his head. They say he can't head the ball. Well, he scored an absolute cracker with his head. Zubimendi whipped it in. And in general, we looked very, very good. That was about as comfortable a 3-0 win as you're going to get. It was super comfortable, in charge. And I know it's pre-season, but it feels like we're timing it nicely in the sense of, if that was a poor display, you're then going to Old Trafford thinking, well, we've just come off the back of another loss. That was a really bad, I know it's pre-season, but do you see what I mean? So now the narrative slightly changes again. But if you watched us play, it was a really, really impressive performance. Again, pre-season taken into account. The other guy that really impressed me was Kai Havertz. Yes, he got his goal, but how he got his goal, dude, I've never seen the guy sprint that fast. I don't care what anyone says. When has the guy ever been rapid? He's done some good things, bad things, indifferent for both our clubs. But I've never seen him run like that. He looks different. He's muscular now. He looks like a different beast, man. He's charging through, pelting from his own half, picks it up just past the halfway line, holds off the defender, and just slots it away nicely. He showed a lot there. So that was interesting, if not exciting, for a lot of Arsenal fans. But I think Gyökeres gives us that chance. Zubimendi gives us that chance. If we should go to Old Trafford and be like, look, guys, we are so much better than you. Yes, you've got 3 new signings. Yes, you've got.
Are you going to go
threats.
there and try and win? Are you going to go there and try and win?
100 we will. 100 we will. Listen, we will go there and try and win. There's no way. We want to win the Premier League. Arteta wants to win the Premier League. He will set us up to go there and win this game. Dude, bottom line, they finished 15th or 16th last season. We should go to every ground trying to win. I believe we will go to every ground this season trying to win. And I know I've gone for a draw, but part of me now, whilst I'm saying this, I'm talking myself into an Arsenal win. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Sod it. We'll go for it. 2-1. We'll do them. Yeah, we'll do it. We've got the best defence in the league the last couple of years, and I reckon we can go there and do them because we have got, as you said, we've got goal threats. Last year, Mark, it was just, Arsenal's set-piece team, and everyone be like, yeah, set-piece team, but it kind of had a point. Where was our biggest threat last season? Well,
Saka.
Not anymore, dude. Not anymore. It's not just Saka, because Gyökeres is taking people's attention, which is going to give Saka more space. Kai Havertz doing Kai Havertz things. Who knows if he's going to start ahead of Gyökeres? He has to start Gyökeres, but Kai Havertz's goal, he's made a good case for it. I think we might see a better version of Kai Havertz this season as well. Mark, I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win. We're going to go to Old Trafford, turn them over, and come back with the 3 points. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Before that, so if you're a betting man, you're going to bet 2-1. Are you serious?
No, I didn't say
Your
I was
hesitation
betting. I didn't say I was betting.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You still got the sensible money bias crap in there.
The sensible money.
The people want to know
on the draw.
What
sensible money on a draw, but we're due a win up there. We're due more wins up there. And if we can't beat a team that finished 15th or 16th last season, then this is as good a chance as we're going to get.
They're different. You said that.
They are different.
You said
they are different. It'll be interesting. Right. Have you watched, just before you shoot, have you watched them pre-season? United?
I haven't, but I know that they've mainly got draws and they won on a penalty on one game and stuff. Still, I mean, even with the draws, I was watching some of the reactions. I didn't watch the games, but I did watch the pundit reactions and their commentary, and they were saying, everyone's getting excited. They look great and except, but you drew. Yeah, you won on penalties. You drew still, but everyone is saying that they look good. They look great. It's a bit worrying. And if you have a look at Arsenal, look. This is what I don't like about Arsenal fans, because, bro, you've had a few games in pre-season. Only your last game have you looked kind of decent and you've kind of played well. The previous games before that, go and watch AFTV. Go and watch some of the Arsenal. Go and watch some of the pundits, what they say about Arsenal's performance when they lost against Tottenham, how they played. They're saying Miles Lewis-Skelly looks so off. I mean, you said you've got the best defense in the Premier League, but everyone's saying that Gabriel and Saliba just look so off, right? I mean, you still, if you listen to them and if you watch the game, everyone is still saying, excluding that last preseason game, nothing has really changed for Arsenal. Yeah, you start well, and after 20 to 30 minutes, they score, and then you sit back and you just capitulate. And that is something that you can't just go off one preseason game. Oh, you know what? On the last game of the season, Kai Havertz, he looks like a muscular machine. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And now, Gyökeres, before that, he didn't do anything. The last game before that, he didn't do nothing. Yeah? And he scored a goal with his header. Yeah, you have to acknowledge that. But all the previous preseason games, bro, yeah, all the Arsenal fans, nothing's changed. We still need Eze. Nothing's changed. I mean, yeah, we've got Gyökeres, but we still need more. And I still believe that.
That's just nonsense.
But that is what they are saying. And that is also what pundits are saying.
They can say what they want.
It's fair, though. You've lost.
But he's finding his right 11. I disagree with that. I'm excited. Honestly, I think Arsenal fans should be excited for this season, because I think you'll see a different Arsenal this season, Mark. You won't see the same one as last season. You seem confident.
And that's where it counts. Obviously. That's where it counts. Now you've just said it, yeah? It's make or break for Mikel Arteta. Yeah, even though all the other teams, the Chelseas, the Liverpools, have massively improved their squads, yeah? Regardless of that, you can't keep finishing second. There's no excuses. You've got your missing piece. Mikel Arteta has to go and win and try his best to win tomorrow. And as you said, win every game if you're going to have a chance to win the league, because it will be a shame, bro, yeah, to lose it or come second again by 1 or 2 points. So you're going to have to go all out. It ain't all clear cut. Oh, Arsenal look great. They do. They've got the players, but I think they may need a little bit of time to gel. And I think that preseason gives us an indicator of that. I am going to go my score prediction for Manchester United versus Arsenal in the first game of the season going to be 1-1. You said it's going to be a draw. Give me an exact score prediction.
No, I've changed my mind, Mark. I'm going 2-1. 2-1 to Arsenal.
Love it.
We're going to go up there. We're going to go up there and do them. And I know the safe money's on a draw. Safe is for losers. Safe is for losers. You don't risk anything. You get no rewards, right? No risk, no reward. Go up there and do a job of them. Guys, let us know if you agree with us in the comments. I want to hear from Gooners, and I want to hear from everyone else as well. You know who else I want to hear from, Mark? I want to hear from United fans. United fans, where are you? Are you excited this season? You've got Amorim, you've got Cunha, you've got Mbeumo, and you've got Sesko. Are you still going to be bottom half of the table this season? Are you still going to be losers?
Bro, if they win, it's going to be embarrassing for Arsenal.
No, not really, because we'll still finish above them. It's a long season. Anyone can go to Old Trafford and lose. You could go to Old Trafford and lose, but I still think Chelsea's a better team.
Well, definitely are, bro. We finished 4th, and we've massively improved our squad, didn't it? Even though they've improved it, bro, they finished 15, 16, bro. We'll smash them, innit? Bro, Arsenal ain't Chelsea, bro. Chelsea will go in there.
You're 100%. Right, we're better.
Yeah, No, fuck that. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Innit? What do you think? Who is going to come out on top, or will there be a draw? Let us know your score predictions in the comments down below. And if you want to see more of our comments, click this video right here, and we'll see you good people in the next one.